Hello everybody! Yesterday I played Demeo, but the new expansion called Realm of the Red King. As you know, I love this virtual reality game, and a non-VR version is in the works, by the way. A new expansion. But this one, well, this one is different. Now, as much as I love the game, I have to admit that for me, it was just, too simple, too easy, let's say it like that. I wanted something to be more challenging, and of course I wanted new cards and a new zone to play, and we got a new map, which is cool, the sewers, which, to be honest, I wanted something kind of out of the dungeon, something really kind of much different, but that's okay. Still, the sewers looks really nice, really like the visuals, and they also made it so the vision you can't actually see very far away, which make kind of the archer a bit less useful. Maybe I can say the same to the wizard, but I think that the archer is one of the most affected by it, so it seems like it's less a good pick here. Still, I'm new to this expansion, so I need to play more, but the bottom line is that this expansion is much more difficult than before. And you realize that after you get to the last level, where the boss, the Red King, is just absolutely crazy. So basically, what I see is that you really need to build yourself from the first level to be ready with certain cards in order to be able to defeat it. And I failed so many times, and it was kind of crazy. You know, I'm just not used to play Demeo and actually fail. And this is a good thing, because this requires team effort, planning, and not just waiting for, for the second round, just jump into a second round in quick play, or even the third round and just finish everything. It's really kind of in some way, forces you to, encourage you to start from the beginning and planning ahead, and even preferably play with a team which you can communicate well with. Now, considering the fact that there's only this one and this is the second expansion, the game should be challenging, because otherwise probably just say, all right, what else, right? You really need to make the gameplay itself challenging for players, so we try again and again, try to beat it, and not just make it very easy. So, although the game, by the way, the gameplay is amazing, but still, the whole idea is in such a tactical strategy game to make it so players need to think before they're actually playing, and try to communicate with other players to make sure they're making the best choices and move, so they will be able to complete the dungeon. You can actually get to the third level and just won't be able to finish it if you're not ready. You're just going to run and try to farm for cards, and even then the boss there, the AI of the boss is quite smart, so you can actually get stuck and just quit because you know that there's no chance you're going to finish it. So when you get to the store, and this is the store after each level, you're going to think twice before picking up a card. Before that, I just bought Ballista as coin and just coin flip the boss. Now it's over, you can't coin flip the boss, and you really need to think really well which cards you're actually picking. It also, the new expansions really forces you to stay together and play well with your teammate, because if somebody just goes solo, and it happened, by the way, where a whole teammate kind of stay together, and one person said, you do your thing, I'll do my thing, and that actually we lost, right? Some people do that because, for whatever reason, they think this is a good idea. Sometimes you can do that, but in certain situations, it's better to use the utilities of each class, or depends, of course, on the composition, and try to support each other and move forward instead of just one going and whatever that person decides to do. Anyway, so lots of challenges in this new expansion. So if you haven't got into the game before, just so you know, it's going to be much harder now. And I haven't played the first the first part yet, again, because I wanted to go to the sewers and try this new expansion. But I have a feeling that even the previous one would be harder now, especially when you don't have the coin flip anymore. But I need to try it out in order to see whether that one is also harder as well. Now, what you can see here is that's me playing alone. You can play alone if you like. This is really good, by the way, because you really change the things, how things work in single player. You can actually choose how many characters, heroes you want to play. You can go with 4. And for each one, you can now go to the store and buy cards 4. So it's like really playing 4 players, but you just play alone, all the 4 characters, which is great. They introduced also things, 3 new cards, which is nice. Again, I personally would like, you know, more cards and also more different type of enemies. Something I was a bit disappointed, but I can understand that because I think they're now working on the non-VR version. We need to expand the player base and of course earn more by selling the non-VR version, which I think is a good idea. Putting their effort on that and putting a good free expansion to be good for a while, and then after they release the non-VR version, they can actually work. They expand their audience, get more money, of course, from sales, and then they can work on making this game even better by putting even more larger, expensive expansion. Now, if you haven't played Demeo before, I highly recommend this game. Is amazing game to play with others. You can easily join quick play and play with others, communicate with voice, and just have fun. This is really fun, casual, really chilled game that requires careful planning and communication, especially now with the new expansion. So if you haven't done so, do it. I played and I just having a blast, and I really like the harder difficulty. So this is it for this video. Just sharing my first impressions. I played yesterday a few hours and I really enjoyed it. I mean, I love this game, but now with the new expansion, more things to do, harder challenges. So definitely if you haven't got into the game, I highly recommend checking it out. So again, thanks for watching everyone. I see you on the next video. Cheers. Bye bye.